Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Neck Crochet Tejido. Today I'm going to teach you how to crochet this beautiful blouse. It's very easy to do. I already made with this yarn and stitch a little girl's dress, and I mentioned that I wanted to make a blouse for myself, and here it is. I love it. And I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is a list of material you're going to need to make it. If you are not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my videos in Spanish and English. If you're receiving a Spanish video and you want to see the video in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel that you'll find the English version in there. Also, you can send me a message and I can send you the link. And at the end of each video, I leave a playlist with all my English tutorials. To figure out the amount of chain that you need for your blouse, you're gonna do a chain multiply 6 plus 3 and measure in your body. Okay, that will be the easiest way to do it. That way it fits your size. Mine is a size large, but not everybody crochet with the same tension. So maybe I crochet loose and you crochet tight. So you have to measure in your body on the person that you want this piece to be for, so that way it'll fit. If you like this tank top that I have on, I already have the video in my channel. I'm going to leave the link at this one and other videos in the end of this tutorial. And it looks really nice. So I hope you guys like it. To make this blouse or sweater, I'm going to use Lion Brand yarn Ice Cream Big Scoop, 100% acrylic, light 3, and they recommend a 5mm hook, but I'm going to use a 6mm. You're going to need tapestry needle and scissor, and the color that I'm using is Moon Mist or 215. It's the same yarn and the same stitch that I did for the little girl's dress that I mentioned that I'm going to do a top for myself, and here it is. Here I have one of my pieces done. And I did 69 chain, so 66 plus 3, and then I add 3 more to turn my work around, so in total was 72 chains. And the measurement of this is 49 centimeter or 19.5 inches for the width, and the length. The length is 56 centimeter or 22 inches. So it's a very economical ball of yarn. So now I'm gonna do my chain and start working on my piece. I will try to match the stripe and the front and back. I'm gonna start with my slip knot. And I'm gonna chain 69. When I have my 69, I will meet you here to start with a stitch. Here I have my 69 chain. Now I'm going to chain 3 to turn my work around. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, and on the 5th chain I'm going to do a double crochet. Chain 2. And another double crochet in the same space. Now you're going to chain 2, 1, and 2, yarn over, you're going to count 1, 2, and the 3rd chain space you're going to do a single crochet. Chain 2, yarn over, 1, 2, and the 3rd chain space you're going to do a double crochet. Chain 2 and another double crochet in the same space, and that's the repetition that we're going to do all the way until the end. Chain 2, 1, 2, and the 3rd chain space a single crochet. Chain 2, yarn over, 1, 2, and the 3rd chain space you're going to do 1 double crochet. Chain 2 and another double crochet in the same chain space. we're gonna do a double crochet in the last chain space, and like that you finish row 1. Now for row 2 you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work around, yarn over, and in the space here of chain 2 between the 2 double crochet, you're gonna do 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you're gonna chain 2, yarn over, and again in the space of chain 2 between the 2 double crochet, you're gonna do 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's the repetition that you're gonna do all the way to the end. You're gonna chain 2 and 4 double crochet, and the chain 2 space in between the 2 double crochet from the row before. I'm gonna finish row 2 with a double crochet on top of the 3rd chain in here. Now you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and that is the border double crochet. Now you're gonna chain 2 for separation, chain 2 space, and then you're gonna come here in between these 4 double crochet and the center between these 2. You're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 2, yarn over, and the chain 2 space you're gonna do a double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet, chain 2, a single crochet between these 4 double crochet in the center. You'll have 2 double crochet in one side and 2 in the other one. And now you chain 2, again, yarn over, a double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet. And like that you're going to continue all the way until the end. We're doing the repetition, like the repetition of row 1. The only thing that will start different and will finish different than the first row. Okay? I'm gonna finish row number 3. So I did my single crochet, and between these 2 double crochet, now I'm gonna chain 2, yarn over, and I'm gonna count 1, 2, and in the third chain I'm gonna do my double crochet. And always the same way you start your piece, you will finish. So now you're gonna chain 3, turn your work around, and in that space of this double crochet in here and the top, you're gonna do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. You're gonna chain 2, yarn over, and you're gonna come here to the chain 2 space in between these 2 double crochet, and you're gonna do 4 double crochet. So we're doing the repetition on number 2, or row number 2. The only thing that we're gonna start different and we'll finish different. You see? So those are the 4 repetitions that you're gonna do over and over. In the next row, we're gonna start like row number 1, and so on. Chain 2, yarn over, 2 double crochet, and top of this chain 2 space in between these 2 double crochet. 2, 3, and 4 double crochet. I'm gonna finish here, row 4. I'm gonna chain 2, yarn over, and you're gonna count 1, 2, and in the third chain in here, you're gonna do 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And like that we finish row number 4. Now we're gonna start with the repetition of row number 1. So those are the 4 repetitions that you're gonna do for your piece. I'm gonna start row number 5, and it's the repetition of row 1. You're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna turn your work around, and you're gonna do a yarn over, and then the chain 2 space, and here you're gonna do a double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet, and the same chain 2 space. Now you're gonna chain 2, and then the space here is in between these two center double crochet. You're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, yarn over, and the chain 2 space. You're gonna do a double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet, and that's the repetition that you're gonna do for this row all the way till the end. You're gonna chain 2, you're gonna do a single crochet here in the center of this 4 double crochet, and chain 2, and you're gonna do the V stitch here. It's 1 double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet, and the same. I'm gonna finish this row with a double crochet and the chain 2 space, chain 2, and another double crochet and the same space, yarn over, and 1, 2, and the third chain you're gonna do a double crochet, and that is the repetition of row 1. Now you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work around, and here in row number 6 you're gonna do the repetition of row 2, and the chain 2 space. You're gonna do 4 double crochet, now you're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna do 4 double crochet and the chain 2 space. You see, it's a very easy stitch, and the work goes very fast. And like that, you're gonna continue all the way until the end. You're gonna finish this row with a double crochet and top of the third chain in here, 1, 2, and the third chain I'm gonna do my double crochet. Now I'm gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3 to turn my work around, and the chain 2 for separation. That is a chain of 5. You're gonna turn your work around, and you're gonna do a single crochet in the center of this 4 double crochet. Remember, this is the repetition of row number 3. That's how we started this row. You're gonna chain 2, yarn over, and the chain 2 space. You're gonna do 1 double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet. You're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna do a single crochet in the center of this 4 double crochet, and like that you're gonna continue all the way to the end. And this is row number 7, and we are doing the repetition of row number 3. I'm gonna finish this row number 7 with a chain 2 and a double crochet on top of the third chain in here. Now we're gonna do row 8, and it's the repetition of 4. So you're gonna chain 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work around, and in the same space of that double crochet you're gonna do 2 more double crochet, 1 and 2. You're gonna chain 2, yarn over, and you're gonna come here to the space of the chain 2 space, and you're gonna do your 4 double crochet, and then you're gonna continue with a chain 2 and 4 double crochet and the chain 2 space between the 2 double crochet. And here now you have to do the 2 double crochet, and this will be nice and straight on the side of your piece. And then you're going to continue all the way to the end. I'm going to finish this row. I already chained 2. Now yarn over, and I'm going to count 1, 2, and in the third chain I'm going to do my 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Once you finish here, you're going to start with the repetition of row 1. So you're going to do those 4 repetitions until you have the desired length. Okay? So in here, I did this one, and let me count the rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40 rows. So you're going to do 2 of these pieces exactly the same, and I will meet you here to continue with our work. I finished my second piece, but I still have my yarn attached. I'm not going to cut the yarn because I'm going to attach this piece to the other one with my crochet hook. So you have to make sure that the 2 parts are in the right size up. So you guide yourself by the group of 4 double crochet that they're all in the right side of the piece, and so is this one. And then you're gonna come here at this part at the top, and we're gonna start with a chain of 2, 1 and 2, and you're gonna come here in the 3rd chain in this one, and you're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna come here at the space of chain 2 and here, and you're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 2, and in the space of chain 2 and this side you're gonna do a single crochet. Chain 2, and you're gonna go in the space between these 4 double crochet in the center, and you're gonna do a single crochet. Chain 2, you're gonna come here and the space in here, and you're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 2, and the center of the chain 2 space and this side you're gonna do a single crochet, and chain 2, and then in the space in here you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, and the center of the 4 double crochet you're gonna do a single crochet, and you're gonna chain 2, and the same in the other side, and the center of this 4 double crochet you're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 2, and in the center of the chain 2 space you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, in the center of these 2 chains you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, and in the center of these 4 double crochet you're gonna do a single crochet, and then you're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna finish here in the center of these 4 double crochet. You're gonna cut the yarn and here, and you're done this part. You're gonna do the same in the other side. So I recommend when you do the first piece to leave a tail long enough to do this. That way you already have the tail on the other side. I cut this a little bit short, but I'm gonna tie a knot here and I will do it from there. So you're gonna do the same on the other side, and then we're gonna work in the side of the piece and then the sleeve. If you like, you can do this chain space bigger, like 3 or 4 chain, and instead of 2, and the color will be a little more open. Here I have the shoulders done, and then instead of chain 2 space, I removed what I did, and I did a 3 chain space. That way you have a little more, you see, a little more open here in the shoulder and in the collar. I left my strand there just in case I need to close a little bit once I finish my piece. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start sewing here on the side until we have from 18 to 20 centimeters left for the arm opening. And remember, my top is a size large, so that's around the measurement I'm gonna leave there, from 18 to 20 centimeters. And then we have to do the sleeve, and we have our this is what I have left at that ball of yarn. And you don't gonna believe it, but nowhere around Ottawa they have any other this yarn. Out of Orleans, across the bridge to the Quebec side, nothing. And then we call to Brockville, that is around an hour and a half from here, and they have only 2 balls of yarn, and I sent my husband to buy those 2 balls of yarn at this color because they're gone and no planning to restock the store. So this is very popular color. So now I have extra because I did with 1 ball is enough for this top, but since I did the little girl's dress, it's not enough for the dress and the top, only if I leave the top short sleeve. I finished sewing the 2 sides and I left my arm opening, and I sewed until here, and I left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rows plus the top where I close with the chain 3 space open for my sleeve. Now I'm gonna work off camera to do one of my sleeve, and then I will write down every single detail how I did the first one to show you how you're gonna do yours and to do my second one. I finished my first sleeve and it was really easy to do. It's the same stitch, but I work end around, and instead of back and forth like the pieces from the front and back. And each time you finish, you have to slip stitch to start the next row, and you don't want to see that seam in here because it changed, you go all the way around. So, and I did it straight, I don't did any decrease. I did 8 of these V stitch of the 2 double crochet with the chain 2 space in between, 8 of those, and then I work straight, and at the end I did a crab stitch, so that give a really nice finish. I'm gonna start with a slip knot, and in the space in here I'm gonna come here and top of this double crochet in this side. I'm gonna pass that loop and I'm gonna chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and that counts as the first double crochet, and then chain 2 for separation, yarn over, and in this one and this side I'm gonna do a double crochet, and that is the first stitch of 8. You're gonna chain 2, you're gonna come into the space in here, and you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, yarn over, and in here, and this double crochet in the top, you're gonna do a double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet, chain 2, and you're gonna do a single crochet. And like that you're gonna continue doing this all the way around. For mine had to be 8 of this group, and I will finish in the third chain with a slip stitch. I'm gonna finish this row with a slip stitch on the third chain. You're gonna slip stitch until you get to the center here at the 2 chain space. You're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and that counts as the first double crochet of 4. So now you have to do 3 more. And 4. Now you're gonna chain 2, and in the V stitch you're gonna do your 4 double crochet, and this will be exactly the same as you did for the body of the piece. We are repeating those 2 rows. And 4. Chain 2, and 4 more double crochet inside of the V stitch, and you're gonna finish in the third chain with a slip stitch. Finish row 2. Now in row 3 we're going to do the repetition of row 1, but we have to start with a single crochet in the center of these 4 double crochet. So you're going to do a slip stitch in this double crochet and another one to get into the center. Now you're going to chain 1, and in that space you're going to do a single crochet. You're going to chain 2, yarn over, and in this chain 2 space you're going to do a double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet. Now you're going to chain 2, and then between these 4 double crochet and the center you're going to do a single crochet. And like that you're going to continue all the way around, and you're going to finish with a slip stitch here in this single crochet. I finished with a slip stitch. Now you're going to do a slip stitch and this chain 2 space, 1 and 2. You're going to do a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet and a slip stitch to get to the center of the chain 2 space, because now we're going to do the repetition on row 2, and those are 4 double crochet with a chain 2 space. So you have to be in the center of these 2 chains. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and you're going to do 3 more double crochet. And like I mentioned, your slip stitch will be walking, you know, like in different places, like that way. You see, we're not working anymore in the center, we are already in this stitch. And then you're going to chain 2, yarn over, and again you 4 double crochet and the chain 2 space in between those 2 double crochet, and you're going to work this row like that all the way around, and you're going to finish with a slip stitch on the 3rd chain. I'm going to finish with a slip stitch on the third chain. And now, like we did in this row, that you do some 2 slip stitch until you got to the center of those 4 double crochet, you have to do the same in here, and each time you do that repetition of this row, you have to do the same. And the same what we did in here in this row, when we finished, that we did a slip stitch in the chain, a single crochet space, and then you do slip stitch in the 2 chain, and then in the double crochet to get to the center here of the V stitch. Those are the repetition. Always you have to go 1 stitch over to work. So now, like this row in here, you're gonna do a slip stitch in this double crochet, slip stitch in the center here, chain 1 and a single crochet in the center. You see, now you have to chain 2 and do the V stitch in here, and in the next row, to create these 4 double crochet, you're gonna finish with a slip stitch and this single crochet, and then you do 2 slip stitch in the chain 2 space, 1 in the double crochet until you get to the center of those chain 2 space, like we did in here. And those are the repetition that we're gonna continue over and over until you have the desired length. Remember, always you have to do a slip stitch into the next stitch where you're supposed to work, like I did in here. And I work mine for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 rows, plus the border stitch of the crab stitch. So I'm gonna work in the other sleeve until I have the length, almost 30 rows, and then I'll show you how to do the border stitch. But always working the slip stitch until the next space where you're supposed to work. See, and the next one, it will be here in the center of this one and here, and the one that you're going to create now. I finished here with the slip stitch, and I done my 30 rows. Now I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to go to the chain space here in the back, and I'm going to do a single crochet. I'm going to come here to the next chain space, and I'm going to do a single crochet, and you always have to make sure that the strand in the front is the one attached to the ball of yarn. Now you go to the next space and here, the top of the double crochet, and do a single crochet. Go to the next one, do a single crochet. Go to the next one, do a single crochet. And then on top of this one, I'm gonna skip, and I'm gonna go to the chain space, and I'm gonna do my single crochet. That is exactly what I did in my other sleeve. I never work a single crochet on top of the last double crochet. I always went to the chain space, and it will be like this. You're gonna do this one, the other one, cut your yarn, lose the tail, and you're done your piece. I finished my 2 sleeve, and I lost all the tails. So in the first one, I had 3 white stripes, and then in the second one, I only had 2, and the sleeve looked weird. So I undid the second sleeve again, and I started exactly the same as I did my first one, and I end up with two sleeve exactly the same, with the same stripe, the same color and everything, and now look more uniform. So I had these left over from the new ball of yarn. I have a lot because I only use it for the sleeve. So now I'm gonna put it on and I will show you the end result. Well, I hope you guys like it. I love this top. It's amazing. If you like, you can do it a little bit longer, like a tunic or a dress with a long sleeve. Especially if you use the same yarn as I did. And I hope you guys like it, and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber and you make this beautiful design and want to send me some pictures. You can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Ruby Crochet Tejido. Please share my video with friends and families and in groups. That way you help me grow here on YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.